Are they filming?
Hello?
I'm looking for a red flashing light. Yep, it's filming.
Are you filming?
Yep. Alright, did my clap. Clear right, clear left. No one on the ASB. Lewis traffic, Arrow 31 Virginia from front runway 20, going to be parked in the area to the northeast. Lewis. And it's going to be full power today, and then cruise climb is going to be 25-25, and the cruise is probably going to do about 25-25 as well. Yeah, so generally the manifold pressure has to be below the RPM. B has to be lower than the RPM except for on conditions like takeoff.
Okay.
Or when the PRH specifically says that you can do it.
So keep manifold pressure below your RPM.
Yes. Alright, rotating to 75. Or 65 to 75, I should say. And she wants to fly because we're light. Pause ready to climb. Out of ground effect. Below 107, gear is going to come up. We'll hold my hand on the gear warning, on the gear handle until that light extinguishes. Gear is up. Noise canceling turning on.
Me as well. Alright.
And we're going to go up to 2,000 feet. That's going to be our cruise altitude today because of the brow. Climate VUI, 90 knots. Pretty good on the, what do you call it? On the climb rate today. Lewis traffic, Arrow 31 Virginia from the pattern to the northeast, last call, Lewis. Gonna start bringing the manifold pressure back to look for 25 inches right there. We'll bring it back 25 RPM.
To your discretion outside the Bravo.
Altitude our discretion. Chicago approach, Arrow 31 Victor uniform with VFR with request off the list.
31 Victor uniform, Chicago, say request.
1 Victor uniform would like flight following to Kenosha at 2,000 feet, like to transition midway airspace over the top of the airport and then up the shoreline to Kenosha. I think he's processing. He's not very happy right now, I'm sure. Gear is up. Hello.
31 Victor uniform, squad 5147.
5147 for 1 Victor uniform. 5147. Cruise checklist, power, mixtures, prop, we're set. Gear is up.
31 Victor uniform, we're to contact 2 east of the Lewis Airport. The midway altimeter is 3076.
3076 for 1 Victor uniform. You okay over there?
Yeah. Got some cookie in my throat.
Get back down to 2,000. This thing should create some lift.
Tango to the maintain.
Oh, 47 Tango, that's one of ours.
Use the transition.
31 Victor uniform, contact midway tower 135.2, let us know your request.
35-2 for 1 Victor uniform. Ground southwest, 2387. Midway tower, Arrow 31 Victor uniform, let's transition the airspace over the top of the field and bridge to the skyline.
Arrow 31 Victor uniform, midway tower, maintain VFR at or below 2,000 feet inside the class Charlie airspace. The altimeter is 2976.
76, we're descending to 2000 now for 1 Victor Uniform.
1 Victor Uniform, roger. Do you just want to pass west to east? Or just continue on that track towards downtown?
Just continue on this track towards downtown if you're able to do that for 1 Victor Uniform.
1 Victor Uniform, yeah, it should work out for now. I'll let you know.
Somebody actually do it at 1900?
Yeah,
Just to be safe?
I feel you there.
So what was your question?
You said transition over the field?
Yep.
And en route to the skyline.
Correct. And let's see, what's our ground speed right now? 176 knots. This is crazy. I need to take a Snapchat of this. I'm like, man, we were really cruising. Doing 176 knots at 1900 feet. There's 74 knots. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I got the plane trimmed out now, so she's just cruising. I'm sure approach is like, what the fuck? This is gonna go. Oh, excuse my language.
So let's see, 170 to 120. That's a 50 knot
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah, so it's 46 knots right now.
46.
Say 146 knots, 3 knot crosswind. 240, it's 47 knots.
Line of weight, traffic crossing downfield. 22 left line of bridge on this.
Alright, I'm looking for midway. I got midway in sight.
There, 1 Victor Uniform, just remain to the west, northwest of the field as you fly northeastbound.
West, northwest of the field for 1 Victor Uniform. Man, I feel like I'm flying a Cessna.
I know.
This is crazy.
Right?
Holy cow. 171 knots. Oh, now we got a little bit of 13 knot crosswind now. I'm backed it down to 13 inches right now, so we're not even going that fast.
Oh, you're flying a 737 final approach right now.
Couple 1107,
Oh, there's the Lulu.
turning left, heading 140, runway 22 left, clear for takeoff. Left turn 140, 22 left, 1107.
Alright, so he wants us on the north side of the field, basically.
Air 1 Victor Uniform 1, 737, departing 22 left, the turn off to the southeast.
We got him in sight on the runway, 1 Victor Uniform.
1 Victor Uniform, visual operation approved, caution light turbulence.
Did you say again, 1 Victor Uniform?
1 Victor Uniform, caution light turbulence.
Caution light turbulence, 1 Victor Uniform. We'll be out of his way before he even gets anywhere near us. Doing 160 knots.
Oh, I see him.
Take your Snapchat while you can, because this is going to be the fastest closure like you're ever going to see.
Holy. I mean, a 737 just casually.
Casually, yeah. I mean, look at how nose high he is. He's got so much headwind.
Southwest 1107, contact departure. Southwest 1107 today.
Yeah, no, that wake turbulence shouldn't be a factor at all.
No. Look at how, like, what the ramp is at.
Everyone, Victor Uniform, I have no departures or arrivals at this time. You can resume your own navigation towards downtown.
I'll navigate towards downtown from 1 Virginia. Thank you. I want to do pattern one. I want to do pattern one day there when they're landing 3-1s or 1-3s.
Oh, they'd hate you.
They have a small runway for it.
That's true. I don't think they use it. From
They
what
do.
Keith was saying, he's like, you know, I don't really think they use it.
So there's actually a flight school based over there.
Yeah, it was API, I believe.
Yeah.
I took my my written there.
I had no idea there was a flight school there, so.
Yeah, it's the school itself is right off that corner.
But yeah, I took one of my written there as well.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a shack.
hole in the earth.
Yes, with a couple of broken simulators.
Yeah. Oh my god.
We used 2 gallons of fuel so far. Yeah, I need to take pictures. Oh goodness, the reflection from the screens. She's so pretty. I can't get a good shot off my side because of the screens.
Yeah, me too.
Alright, you said below 2,000 the Charlie, so we're going to do that.
1 Victor Uniform, did you want to continue your flights following once you get north of the city outside of airspace?
Yes, please, 1 Victor Uniform.
This is awesome.
170 knots. Got 1,000-mile range right now. Trying to stay out of your picture.
No, you keep going. Sorry.
1 Victor Uniform, you can contact Chicago on 128.2, have a good night.
28.2 for 1 Victor Uniform picture. Thank you for the help.
Alright, then they hand you off the center.
Actually, that's another approach frequency.
Oh, okay.
Chicago approach Aero 31 Victor Uniform 1900. Going to be flying up the skyline to Kenosha. Request flight following.
31 Victor Uniform, roger, VFR below Bravo.
VFR below Bravo for 1 Victor Uniform.
So now, how does it work if you just want to normally do like just a normal skyline flight? Like what do you do?
Just tell, well, if you want to transition midways airspace, you can do that.
Yes. That's
So
assuming I do that.
You just ask for flight following, you're going to be doing a couple laps up and down the skyline. And they say, sure thing.
Oh shit.
Southwest 2256, cross
Oh, my bad.
3000, you're cleared for the RNAV Yankee, runway 22 left, speed your discretion. Cross sails at 3000, cleared for the RNAV Yankee, runway 22 left. Speed our discretion, Southwest 22.
Still doing 157 knots. I'm going to back her down a little bit, slow down. Maybe get a good picture.
You want to, I can take a picture.
I don't want me, I want the skyline. I can't get a good picture with it. Oh, there I did. That's a good one.
That is a beaut.
So I can get the, hopefully it's not too blurry. And she needs some trim because we slowed down. Yeah, we're at 1700, we're fine.
GPS 97 and heavy plating 120.
Up to 25.
Those obstacles over there.
Yeah, there's some obstacles in the way. Yeah, this is so...
GPS 97 and heavy plating 120.
Glad I did this.
Sorry to put my hand in
You're
your face.
fine. You're fine.
November 1 Victor Uniform, contact approach 125.0.
125.0 for 1 Victor Uniform, thanks for the help.
Oh, I didn't think oh, yeah, actually, I didn't do that myself. My bad.
Aeroscope 3793, Chicago departure radar contact, climb maintain 15,000.
Climb 15,000, country. Alright, so we're going to start crabbing towards the lake. Towards this...
Altitude, climb and maintain.
We're up to 2,000 now.
Climb to 8,000 now, American 1397.
I'm going to go full page on that. Chicago departure Aero 31 Victor Uniform 2000.
Air 31 Victor Uniform Chicago approach. Roger.
My bad. Set departure.
Papa turn right heading 180.
Okay, so I'm crabbing. We're still following the sky. We're still following the shoreline.
Well, look at that. You got what? Crosswind of 38 knots now.
Yeah, 4 knot headwind. 114 knot ground speed now. We slowed down a little bit.
Look at our
Runway 3747, 3000, turn and climbing 5.
Alright, so I'm going to get autopilot master on.
Roger, radar contact, climb and maintain 10,000. 10,000, runway 3747. American 1397,
Cycle.
maintain 10,000. 10,000, American 1397. 900 Papa, clear direct.
sister. My dad said she was gonna text her, so we'll see if he did.
Wisconsin 3793, clear direct Bartman, contact Chicago Center on 123.82.
2382, direct Bartman, Wisconsin 3793.
5393, 2.5, on 5,000, right turn 360. 5393.
And where would you go if you had an engine failure right now?
Post-Soli.
In 115.
No, I'd be going on Lakeshore Drive, to be honest.
Envoy 36.
Or on the beach here.
Turn right heading
Yeah.
090. Heading 090.
Yeah, beach is probably the best bet. I'm not going in the water. We'd die within 4 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
It's too cold.
Well, I mean, we could be that guy that was just walking on the lake casually the other day.
But it's not ice right now. Oh, there's some ice, but it's nowhere near thick enough for us. So we would just drown, because we would just get stuck in the ice.
I mean, this thing would fold too with how thick that ice is, and it's broken.
Yeah, we just dive right into the ice.
So this is that false horizon I learned about.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
That's really just a black hole.
That too.
American 1390.
So what's your tip there?
5,000.
Instruments.
American 13.
Is that what you're doing now?
American 13.
I'm over here.
Oh, so you're just kind of omitting this half almost.
Pretty much. I'm just looking for traffic.
Yeah, I got you.
47.
That makes sense. Okay.
Contact Chicago Center on 120.35.
I'll get to the brightness down.
0.35 on 3747. Yeah, 679 heavy, Chicago departure, radar contact, climb maintain 15,000, turn right heading 090.
Yes, I'm just hand flying. I mean, there's no reason to turn the autopilot on, because I mean, we're not following the GPS at the moment.
There's 5393, clear direct Nito.
So now, would you find it easier
5393.
if you were to do a skyline flight to just go somewhere over here and then lap it around?
No, usually what I do, I mean, you see my YouTube videos online. We just lap around there. We just do a couple laps like right around the skyline there at 1,700, 2,000 feet.
Oh, so you just circle right around?
Well, I just go up and down the shoreline, so I make a quick 180.
180.
I throw a steep turn real quick. I would make a 180 back around, head south, do another steep turn back to the north if I wanted multiple passes. Or you can go around the backside, just a little trickier.
Papa, Chicago.
I've never done it, but it's possible.
2012.
I'm interested to do it. It's just like, you know,
No, with fast loyal, I haven't gotten a text or anything, so.
interesting. That's how I want to try and do it.
Oh, there's a text. She saw me. Didn't get a video though.
Yeah, 29.
I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit.
Contact line maintain 15,000 and turn right heading 090.
Does the ADS-B end come in like a Wi-Fi?
Bluetooth.
Yeah, 679
Oh,
heavy, clear direct mobile. Contact Chicago Center 120.
It should be parable. Otherwise I'll pull it up on here.
120.
System
2035.
connects.
2035, United 679 heavy connect.
No passing over Northwestern.
Oh yeah, look at that. I got her.
You got it?
Yes.
Alright, so you're pairing, so yes. Pair, you're paired.
Figure I give you a little bit of more situational or even just added traffic. I can look, you can look. I'll turn down the brightness. Just added help.
Crossing over Valley Temple here. I've never actually gotten good pictures this way. Now you get the timer thing off. I hate this, that the iPhones do it.
Oh, they automatically?
Yep. So I'm sure my Skyline photos are super blurry.
Mine are.
Yours are? Yeah.
Half and half.
It's hit and miss. Sometimes they do it, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Alright, so we're just following the coastline here.
This has probably got my face for most of it.
That's the point.
Departure United
Just-
1831.
Oh.
Yeah, 1831.
That's why it would help if I just spun this back around.
15,000, turn right direct Duffy.
But that's why there's two cameras.
Maintain 15,000, right turn direct Duffy.
You just-
United 1831.
Did it say
Yeah,
Duffy?
2029,
Yep.
clear direct.
There's a point in Duffy.
Chicago Center.
Where is this point? I'm looking.
120.
I would type in Duffy in the, yeah, just type in Duffy. Or maybe it might be DUFFI. DUFFY. It's 5-letter identifier. Might be DUFFI. No?
Oh look, I've been learning how to read, oh, here we are, okay, North Carolina. I've been learning how to read these, IFR maps. Flags.
458, Chicago departure radar contact.
Is that Waukegan I'm seeing over there, or is that, Milwaukee?
So you're probably seeing Waukegan coming up here. This Milwaukee's coming up on the, is right off the left wing here. Somewhere. Yeah, but Waukegan's coming up. Popo.
United 1831, contact Chicago Center on 120.3.
We're true now, 1:30.
120.3.
Not bad. What time we're gonna get? We're gonna get there in 14 minutes. Okay, the tower will still be open at Waukegan. Cool.
Woo!
But not Waukegan, at Kenosha. They close at 9 o'clock.
Oh.
It's not just because of the control, but I mean, you gotta use the tower time. Come on.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna cruise now here for a little bit. Nose down trim.
What, you want me to talk?
You don't have to if you don't want
No,
to.
I'll happily make some calls. It's
Arrow 31 Victor for me. It's the one button you got.
No, that's
the one button you got.
the right one.
Yes. The one button you have.
Oh, I don't even have the identity.
Nope.
Okay.
I have everything on this side.
November 31 Victor.
Arrow 31 Victor.
Arrow 31
Cool.
Victor. All
Yep.
right.
Yeah, 2458, contact
Filming.
Chicago Center on 120.35.
Waukegan is closed.
Is it? It's closed. The tower's closed.
Tower's closed.
What was that? 20,000 or 200 or 200 Zulu?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 1240.
200 local, I should say.
Yeah. They Portland puts local time
Yeah.
for tower calls, right?
I believe that. Yeah, they should. All right, guys. So this is my buddy Jimmy, and he's one of my students, and I went to high school with him. And so just decided to take this airplane for a flight with him. He's a Piper guy, and before this airplane gets sold, I want to get a couple last flights in. So yeah, gotta introduce you to the camera, my guy. You gotta say hi.
Hello, camera. If you didn't see me put my face right up to you before takeoff earlier, this is me, all of me.
Yeah, 1240,
close
climb
earlier.
15,000, clear direct to meet.
Yeah.
Okay, up to 15,000 and direct to Nito, United 1240.
Yeah, so we're just gonna cruise along here. Exit the Bravo. We could probably go up if we want to, but that's just gonna be more winds.
Yeah. And honestly, you're gonna go up to go down at 20 miles.
Yeah, we got 24 miles till arrival. So, but yeah, I do like something about this airplane is there's so much dihedral to it. It stays on heading. It doesn't hunt like some of the Skyhawks do. It doesn't bank around. It just stays exactly where you put it.
Yeah.
I love that about the Pipers. But then again, the Skyhawks are very, 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 very forgiving.
That's true.
American 357, climbing
So
15,000. Up to 15,000, American 357.
So on that handoff you did to after Midway tower handed you off to approach again, you just told them that you were going to Kenosha, correct?
yeah, we're being for flight following to Kenosha along the Skyline 2000,
So
along the shoreline, I should say. There's a bunch of videos on my channel you can look up. A couple of them with ATC audio too.
and when you do that, if you're doing your laps, you just tell them doing laps on the shoreline?
Yeah, we're going back and forth along the shoreline. Let's get the weather.
Commissioner confirmation, Dorado 0153, Zulu weather, wind 220 at 8, cold day 10, skies clear, temperature 3, dew point -3, altimeter 29er 72. Visual approach
right, 25 left.
Commissioner confirmation, Bravo 0153, Zulu weather, wind 220 at 8.
220, alright, so I'm good. The forklight's just not telling me the weather. Tell me I need to get the frequency.
What?
The forklight's just not telling me I need to get the frequency. We're going for Great Lakes Naval Base right now. So this is where they train all the Navy bases, where they train all the guys in the Navy. Right here. This is basic training for all of them.
Interesting.
Yeah. I stayed there once with the Boy Scouts. That was really cool.
Yeah, they shut down, after that big shutdown,
The government shut down,
years ago or
yeah.
something, they just
40
never
contact
opened
Chicago
back.
Center 123.82.
It's so tempting, this is my autopilot disconnect. It's so tempting to use this as my, what do you call it? My transmit.
I gotcha.
Because that's where it is in the Skyhawks.
What is your plan here? Probably just follow the lakefront, then...
Yeah, we're going to start diving in here.
Okay.
Because I got that, looks like a factory or power plant of some
Yes.
form. So we're going to dive in here. And we're going to follow the GPS here from here on out. So we're going to activate. I'm going to set autopilot for navigation and altitude hold. And so the flight director just came on. So basically what I'm going to do is not going to intercept, but I have to kind of monitor. I think this one, the arrow won't intercept, but it will, what do you call it? It'll hold altitudes and stuff.
Okay.
It'll intercept headings and all that. Just this one is a little different autopilot than what I'm used to in the Skyhawks.
What do you want to call it at 10? Exactly 10?
Well, they'll try and mess with us.
To maintain 3,000.
Yeah, we're about 15 miles out right now.
That's Waukegan, I believe.
Yeah, we're talking to somebody so we can transition airspaces.
So, I mean, we're 12 southeast.
Approach 1 Victor from Has Bravo at Kenosha.
So 1 Victor Uniform, Roger, radar services terminate, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved for 1 Victor from Thank you for the help. Alright, so we are 11 miles to the south.
11 south?
Yep.
Okay, you're going
And we're going to do a full stop taxi back.
full stop taxi back?
Correct, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do the first calls and then you can take them from there.
Okay.
Kenosha Tower, Aero 31 Victor from 10 miles to the south of the airfield. Full stop taxi back with Bravo. Hello?
Victor Uniform, Kenosha Tower, report left base, 25 left.
Left base, 25 left for 1 Victor Uniform. Sorry.
That's alright. No, I was kind of hoping to get that.
Alright, so I'm going to disengage the autopilot. Oh, it tells me when the autopilot turns off on my
Really?
iPad. Yeah, shocking. Alright, so we're going to report left base. So the airport elevation is good. We're going to go down to 1700 pattern altitude. So I'm going to start slowing up here. So we're doing 130 knots. So the airport, I got the beacon of sight, maybe. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. I got the beacon of sight. I think I don't have the field quite in sight yet, but we're working on it. All right. So before landing, we're going to turn the fuel pump on. I'm going to switch tanks.
I got the beacon too.
Switch the tanks. Fullest tank. We'll leave the fuel pump on. So gas is on the fullest tank. We'll bring it back to about 20 inches.
So everything is manifold pressure first, throttle second.
Well, throttle is manifold pressure. Yep.
Oh, RPM.
Yes, RPM is
throttle.
yep. Yep.
Okay.
Left base 25 left. So we're going to swing out here a little bit. We got to slow down and loosen out. So we're bring it back to about 18 inches or so. All right. So before landing checklist, I'm going to turn this up a little bit. Descent, power mixture, airspeed, lights, fuel selector, proper tank, electric fuel pump on, and that's my GUMPS check. So, with complex airplanes, there's this thing called GUMPS. Gas on the fullest tank. Undercarriage, below 129, gears that come down. You can kind of feel it.
Yeah.
2 green, 3 green, gears down, gas undercarriage mixture, full forward, prop. We gotta wait until we get below 100 to bring the prop full forward. Pumps, seatbelts, switches are set. We're within the white arc, we can put flaps in. I'm gonna start trimming, doing some backwards trim here. Alright, so prop full forward, coming full forward now. Prop full forward. Alright, so I got the airport in sight there. Alright, so we're going to go 10 degrees of flaps within the white arc. There we are. Lights are on, pump is on, gear is down. That's a big part of the gear. Very important.
Yes. Very.
Alright, I'll have you make the call to when we're base.
Yeah, you tell me when you want it though.
You got it. Alright, so we're 4 miles from the airport. I had the cross runway in sight. I'm looking for 25 left. It's going to be right at the end of that runway there. So, we're going to do a second gump check. Gas is on the fullest tank. Undercarriage is down. Gas undercarriage mixture. Full forward. Prop full forward. Pumps. Seatbelts. Switches. And I'm not going to forget the flaps in time. I forgot once at Milwaukee.
Oh, that's alright.
Yeah.
No flap landings are actually fairly nice in a pipe.
I could say that it wasn't the best, but wasn't bad.
My best landing has been a no flap landing. I'll admit it.
Alright, you want to call? We are we'll wait till 3 miles.
Okay, 3 mile left base?
Yep.
Okay. Miles left base.
Get the airport in sight. I think I got my runway in sight. Yeah, I got it in sight, I believe. It's a small runway off to the left.
I believe I see a Vascular.
Taxiways. Alright, so it's 3,000 feet long. Okay. Thank you. I've been to Joliet once, but that wasn't me flying. That was the guy who has 50 hours in the aero. But well, good thing it drops like a brick.
Yeah.
Alright, so you want to call 3 mile left base?
Yep. Kenosha Tower, Arrow 31, Victor uniform is 3 miles left base for runway 25 left.
Arrow 1 Victor uniform, runway 25 left, clear to land.
25 left, clear to land. 1 Victor uniform. I forget you guys do the full call sign.
You know, we could shorten it up when we're not at Lewis. We do the full call sign just because, at Lewis, just because there's so many of us.
Yeah.
And the call signs are all the same, pretty much. At least the Mike Alphas are. Or the Lima uniforms, or...
I gotcha. I'm so used to just, and once you say your full call sign once, shorten it.
You also do the full call sign first time with ATC and then shorten it.
Yeah,
But-
well, I'm saying every airport you go to or whatever you're
Yeah.
on, every time you start on a frequency, your full call sign, then you shorten.
Alright, so approach speed is 75. I'm already there, pretty much. I'm a little preemptive with the flaps, but that's okay. Alright, so gears down. Got the runway in sight.
It's a fairly wide 3,000 foot runway.
75 foot wide. So it appears wide because it's so short.
That's true. Visual illusions.
Yes.
I failed. I failed already.
We're gonna level off here until we can get some white lights here. Alright, we got A whites. About 15 inches should hold us at the right airspeed and glide path. 15 inches. We're clear to land, runway 25 left. Heading is established. We're on the left runway, full 40 degrees.
Yeah, can't miss the right one. That's for sure.
Wind is right down the pipe.
Yeah.
17 knots headwind at the moment. So no, we don't have to worry about the shear too much.
Do you want me making calls on the runway, or would you rather make those?
We'll see. I'll plan on having you make them, but I'll tell you which taxiway we can make.
Okay.
Taxiways are on the left.
Okay.
Which is well, I thought they would be on the right because then you know where the airport is. But full flaps, gears down. A little slow, put a little bit of power in. I don't see any trees or anything, I hope, I pray, otherwise we'd probably be dead.
Yeah.
Those are some pretty bright pappies.
Very. Someone got the new lights.
I just saw some trees flash off the left side, so I'm like,
Yeah.
alright, so we're gonna put a little bit of power in. Alright, we're in ground effect, so we're gonna start taking it out, all of it out. Not bad for my first time in Guam.
Beautiful.
On the brakes. Then we'll make,
Charlie 2?
yeah, we can make Charlie 2. You wanna call that?
Yep. Exiting Charlie 2?
We can, Tower, we can make Charlie 2.
Kenosha Tower 1 Victor Uniform can make Charlie 2.
Roger, left to Charlie 2, then you can taxi back via Charlie, cross 33 on Charlie.
Do that one.
We're going to make a left on Charlie 2, we're going to make a left on Charlie, and we're going to cross runway 33 to the end of runway 25 left.